Thanks to Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring this update. They've got everything you need to stay smooth and clean and nice smelling. Get their starter set for just $5 at dollarshaveclub.com/theknow. Welcome to The Know, I'm Ashley. We've got a few more details about Battlefield 5 ahead of the game's reveal next week. In a new blog post, developer DICE outlines in very general terms what we can expect from the new game, saying that Battlefield 1 gave players the definitive World War I experience that brought the dawn of all-out war to life. But the next Battlefield happens on another front line. DICE went on to say that Battlefield 5 will have multiplayer that spans multiple maps and modes, and interestingly, the developer also said that exciting gameplay changes are coming. So don't know what that means just yet, but I guess they're exciting. And it looks like the war story structure will be returning from Battlefield 1, which did win a lot of praise for its single-player campaign that shifted across a lot of different soldiers' perspectives and a lot of different arenas, different settings. The developer wrote, DICE believes in both all-out multiplayer and single-player, and the live reveal will have more info on the returning fan-favorite war stories. Prepare for untold, compelling narratives in a new setting. Of course, they didn't reveal when or where the game is set. They're saving that. It's coming soon. The game is going to be revealed officially on May 23rd in a special event hosted by Daily Show host Trevor Noah. Man, I was reading the comments about that yesterday. A lot of you guys do not like Trevor Noah. I didn't know that was a thing, but I guess it is. Now it looks like Borderlands 3 has been delayed. Publisher Take-Two said in an earnings report that a highly anticipated game has been pushed back to fiscal year 2020. So it's either Borderlands or BioShock, but I don't know why they would be talking about BioShock just yet, since that's even still on the down low. That means that the game's new release window now appears to be between April 1st, 2019 and March 31st, 2020. Also, maybe why it's skipping E3. In the report, Take-Two didn't come right out and say that the game was Borderlands, right? But that's pretty much the impression everyone got. The publisher specifically said the highly anticipated title from one of 2K's biggest franchises, which had been planned for release during the current fiscal year, is now planned for launch during fiscal 2020 to allow for additional development time. We remain as excited as ever about this title and expect it to enhance our results next fiscal year. So there we are. And that's also why I don't think BioShock, there's no way BioShock was coming this fiscal. Now, if you want to get an early look at the open world racing game The Crew 2, good news, there's a closed beta that starts at the end of the month. The beta begins May 31st and it runs until June 4th, and Ubisoft says that players chosen to participate will be able to invite up to 3 friends to join them. So you get a crew, eh? You'll also get a leather jacket in your inventory in the final game as a special reward and recognition. Now, if you're interested, you can sign up on the game's official website, which you can find at thecrew-game.ubisoft.com. And of course, The Crew 2 is going to be launching PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One not very far away on it. It's June 29th, so I'm not sure exactly what they're planning on checking with this beta. Maybe a couple minor balancing tweaks, server load, that kind of thing, because it's coming up quick. Now, the studio behind Mafia 3 has a new game in the works. Hangar 13's opened a new office in the UK to focus on AAA console games. GamesIndustry.biz reports the developer took over an indie studio in Brighton, UK that's run by veteran game creator Nick Baines. Their plan is to expand that office and hire more staff who will then work alongside Hangar 13's other 3 offices to make an unannounced major console game. Sounds interesting, no idea what we're looking at exactly yet, but we'll keep you informed when that happens. Now, it looks like those leaks were pretty true about Microsoft's new controller. The company unveiled its new Xbox Adaptive Controller that's designed for gamers with disabilities. In a lengthy blog post, Microsoft talks about all the work that went into the new controller, which has 2 oversized programmable buttons, while also allowing 19 other inputs like external switches, buttons, mounts, joysticks. The idea, according to Microsoft, is to give gamers with limited mobility the ability to customize their setups. In a blog post, Microsoft said work on the controller began in 2014 when a Microsoft engineer noticed a Twitter photo of a custom gaming controller made by an organization that provides gaming devices to wounded veterans. The Xbox Adaptive Controller is compatible with PC and Xbox One, and players can remap its various functions using the Xbox Accessories app. The controller is going to be available this year, later on. It costs $100, and all of the different things that you'll be able to get for it to customize it will be available separately, so you only get what you need. Now, reviews are in for State of Decay 2, the zombie console exclusive for Xbox One, and so far they're kind of mixed. And we will have our own judgment coming in probably tomorrow about that, so keep an eye out. The game currently has a 72 on Metacritic and a 68 on OpenCritic, which indicates pretty middling reviews. Reviewers like the sandbox base building gameplay that State of Decay is known for, but more than one complained that the game suffers from a lot of bugs and said it didn't feel ready for release. Eurogamer was particularly upset with the games and said, "At one point during a fight outside a barn, a juggernaut zombie hits me so hard that the UI vanishes as though punched clean out of my character's skull." Polygon said, "Despite a good deal of jank and bugs, I enjoyed some of my time with this game. If you are a completionist or easily hooked by gameplay loops, you may find pleasure here." And US Gamer wrote, "If you can deal with a healthy dose of bugs, State of Decay 2 is an extremely satisfying and unpredictable management sim with a solid action survival game laid on top." The game is out really soon. It's coming out for Xbox One and PC May 22nd. The success machine that is Grand Theft Auto 5 just keeps chugging along, guys. That game has now sold more than 95 million copies, which is insanely impressive for a 5-year-old game that just keeps hanging around on the top sellers list thanks to the success of things like GTA Online and also GTA. It just keeps selling. It always has, and it always will. In like 200 years, GTA 5 is still going to be selling copies. Probably not. Take-Two's chairman and CEO Strauss Zelnick told investors the game's sales indicated its status as the highest-rated title of the current console generation, which it is in terms of overall review scores. The game's made about $6 billion as well, so not only a critical but a commercial mega success. By some accounts, it's the most profitable entertainment product ever. It is now the third on the all-time bestseller list after Minecraft, which sold 144 million copies so far, and the king Tetris at 170 million. Of course, Tetris has also been around for a very long time. It looks like Amazon's Lord of the Rings series is going to be avoiding the stuff covered in the movies, which that's pretty smart, makes a lot of sense. Why pay $1 billion just to remake the same thing that was already done really well and that we've all seen before? But then you have to ask, what are you gonna do? TheOneRing.net was the source for most Tolkien scoopage while the films were being made. Now they're back with multiple sources confirming Amazon's first season will focus on young Aragorn, which all but cements the series will be exploring the vast wealth of material contained within Tolkien's appendices, some of which focus on Aragorn's mother, Gilraen? I only ever read it in text, so I don't know how to pronounce it just yet, and the lengths she went to protect her son. Now, we know Amazon wants its own Game of Thrones, and this story is very much rife with epic family drama that spans all corners of Middle-earth, so it makes sense, but also, why not young Gandalf? Just saying. Maybe that's season 2. Anyway, before they were the most in-demand comedy writing team thanks to their deliciously smart-ass script for Deadpool, Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick wrote a little genre-bending movie called Zombieland. Horror comedies are tough to pull off sometimes, but their talent really showed through. That movie was a huge hit and paved the way for Deadpool, and also was, just awesome all on its own. Vulture interviewed the writers, and they said they are not done with Zombieland and were, in fact, hoping their sequel can hit theaters October 2019 in time for the original's 10th anniversary. Oh my god, has it been 10 years? I guess it has. Well, not yet, but it will be in October 2019. And not only that, they say they're bringing everybody back. Everybody in this case surely means Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, Abigail Breslin, Woody Harrelson, all of whom have gone on to huge Oscar-worthy things since. Now, here's hoping they find some way to bring Bill Murray back in. Come on, you guys can do that, right? I don't know how, but you're smart, you can figure it out. That was so great. Anyway, moving along to the final update. So long, YouTube Red. Google announced it's splitting the premium service into 2 different offerings. A YouTube Music service that will do streaming and stuff, and YouTube Premium for video content. YouTube Music will compete with stuff like Spotify, and Google says it'll have a new mobile app and a desktop player, and that's going to cost $9.99 a month. YouTube Premium, which is a little bit pricier at $11.99 per month, gets you YouTube Music plus all the YouTube Originals video library. And Google says it'll grow its selection of originals videos with more bigger original series and movies, as well as shows from all over the world. So it's The offering is changing up a little bit. If you're already a YouTube Red subscriber, you still get YouTube Premium for a discount of $9.99 per month. And then all in all, it looks like Google is trying to compete more directly with Spotify while also beefing up its YouTube Premium to compete with the streaming giants like Netflix and Hulu. We'll see how all that goes. The services are going to start rolling out next week on May 22nd. Alright, that's all the news we have for you for this roundup. Let us know what you think of the updates in the comments down below. To make sure you get news from every corner of the internet every weekday, like this video, and if you're new here, subscribe to the know. Shout out to Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring this update. Dollar Shave Club has gone beyond razors, although they do have those too. Now they've got everything from hair products to body cleanser to skincare as well to keep you smooth and clean head to butt to toe. And you'll smell really nice while you're doing it. Personal recommendation from me, the Amber Lavender Soap, because that way everyone will smell nice. Because I really love the smell of lavender, but that's not too surprising. I've talked about it before. Like everything else from Dollar Shave Club, they deliver right to your door, so you don't need to wander around the store looking for an employee to unlock the razor case, which I will never understand. It's so annoying. And every product is their own original stuff made with premium ingredients. You can get your first month of their best razor, that's the executive razor, along with travel size versions of shave butter, body cleanser, even butt wipes for $5. After that, replacement razor cartridges ship for just a few bucks a month. Get your starter set for just $5 when you go to dollarshaveclub.com/theknow.